The SCP Foundation, one of the most mysterious organizations, was created January 19th, 2008, and features some of the most scariest and horrific SCPs ever found. But arguably, one of the most scariest and most horrific out of all of them is SCP-3166. Item: SCP-3166. Object Class: Euclid. The Garfield media franchise is to remain active and successful for as long as feasibly possible. Funding is to be provided to any Garfield media ventures via Foundation Fund companies present in the comic and film industries. Agents embedded within Paws Inc. and Universal Euclid are to place targeted memantic agents in the outgoing comic strips, encouraging the retention of a sizable Garfield fanbase and discouraging Jim Davis from discontinuing Garfield. Agents are to monitor individuals at a significant higher risk of an attack of SCP-3166. In an event of an SCP-3166 manifestation, agents are to be supplied frozen lasagna to lure SCP-3166 away from its target and dispatch it once out of the public view. Any witnesses are then to be administered anesthetics as appropriate for their level of exposure. SCP-3166 is a 2.1 meter tall humanoid entity, presumed pathophysical in nature, known to manifest during periods when the Garfield media franchise is performing poorly in terms of the public reception. The exterior of SCP-3166's body resembles a crudely made costume of the character Garfield, which field inspection has shown to be comprised of and composed of a legitimate cat fur. However, an analysis of SCP-3166 composition in the field has shown that its interior mass is composed entirely out of pasta, specifically lasagna. Upon the criteria for its manifestation being met, SCP-3166 will appear in the vicinity of a suitable individual, hereafter referred to as the target, and move towards their location. Known targets of SCP-3166 have been included. Individuals prominently involved in the rival media to the Garfield franchise. Individuals formerly involved in the production of the Garfield comic strip. Individuals involved in parodies of the Garfield franchise. Vocal critics of the Garfield franchise. And finally, Garfield creator Jim Davis. Upon reaching its target, SCP-3166 will attempt to inflict bodily harm upon them through a mixture of blunt force using nearby objects and force feeding of lasagna obtained through self-disembowelment. During this process, SCP-3166 will vocalize by meowing, purring, and screeching in the manner of an extremely agitated cat. Lasagna outside of SCP-3166's body mass have proven to be an effective form of bait for the entity, as upon seeing it, SCP-3166 will abandon its original goal and instead attempt to incorporate the pasta into himself. SCP-3166 first manifested on the date of October 23rd, 1989, within the Chicago offices of the United Media, who were the publishers of the Garfield comic strip at the time. Upon the manifestation, SCP-3166 wandered around the offices in a confused and distressed manner, before indiscriminately assaulting any individuals present after security attempted to apprehend it. It demanifested 20 minutes later. The Foundation agents responding to the situation distributed anesthetics as appropriate. Over the course of the following week, similar manifestations took place at a number of United Media offices around the country, ending on the date of October 29th, 1989. Following that date, SCP-3166 altered its behavior to its current form. The week of the Garfield comic strips beginning on October 23rd, 1989 in the supplementary document 3166-1 For additional context on the pataphysical awakening, initially, individuals involved with the production of the Garfield comic strips claimed to have no memory of working on that week's strips. All researchers working on SCP-3166 containment are to familiarize themselves on this material. Using tissue samples taken by Agent Mueller during SCP-3166's most recent manifestation, genetic analysis of the meat present within the lasagna has shown it to be genetically identical to the creator Jim Davis. Implications of this are unclear. However, during surveillance of Mr. Davis by containment teams, he has complained of severe mosquito bites in the night on a number of occasions, immediately preceding SCP-3166 manifestation.